Okay, what's up, Go enthusiasts? What's up, Go enthusiasts? Today I'm doing some live commentary. Trying this out. I'm live commentating a game between Shin, Minjun, and AI. Wait is FineArt. Wait is one of the strongest AI programs that is currently on the planet. It's not publicly available, but they allow it to play against some of the top players online on Fox, and that all of us see on the Fox Go server. Black is Shin Minjun, one of the absolute tippy top players in Korea right now, and a really, really strong player. Was a rival to Shinjin So for a long time. Maybe still is a rival to Shinjin So to some extent, and a world champion, of course. We're picking into this game a little bit into it. we're peeking in, not having caught the whole thing. Shin Minjun currently 27th in the world, by the way. He used to be in the top 10, but perhaps on hard times recently. Hard times, 27th in the world, crazy. Anyway, we can do a quick summary of how we got here. They will take their time, play 1 minute per move. It's a normal opening. You could argue that Black is like a little passive or something, but I don't really think so. And Black played this interesting variation in the top side. He took the top side as his potential, and is sort of like daring White to do something about it, because White doesn't want to, since the top side is so valueless after this upper left corner. So White is going to play on the right side and sort of just take his own space, just defend himself, and make Black play on the top side as best he can. Cut. It's all very normal. And Black ended up attaching here, trying to make some kind of double threat thing. I'm not exactly sure what that was all about. It looks like it's a pretty good result for White, as far as I can understand. So maybe White gained just a little bit here. But this over here is a classic variation as well. This one, when White gets to play this peep, is well known to be decent for White. At least I know it to be decent for White. I've seen this before with AI, where the cut is now really annoying. Black has no way to fix that cut very efficiently. He has to just end up fixing it with his tiger's mouth, and he doesn't have two eyes in the corner, so White can still run out, and it's really, really quite awkward. So I'm not exactly sure why Black chose to play this this variation if he was going to play on the left side now and without his peep. But okay, the game goes on, and he probably thought he could attack these two stones in some reasonable, strong way. White tries to run out, and in doing so has to split himself a little bit. That's quite awkward from White's perspective, but Black needs to actually show an attack for this to be reasonable. It's quite hard as well. So currently the situation is that this White group on the left side has half an eye, and the Black group on the bottom side has one eye, and they are both running out against each other. Black has some territory potential on the left, and some attacking potential even on the bottom side. This White group is not completely strong. That White group is not completely strong. But it would be too much for Black to like really consider attacking like right now. It's just if he would get a couple moves in a row, then this White can really get dangerous. So that's why Black is considering to attack from the center. He says, I don't want to attack from the territory side, because that would be too small, too over-concentrated. He doesn't want to attack from this side directly, because he wouldn't get any serious threat. So instead he attacks from this side and tries to hope that White will run through and give him some forcing moves towards the bottom side and really make this work for Black. White can just do that by himself if he's not careful. Obviously White will be careful, but it's a little tricky for White to figure out exactly what the right trading should be after Black puts this kind of immediate pressure on. And you can see Shin Minjun, when he plays against AI, he has this mindset of fighting it out. He does not just sort of let the game calm down like a lot of the other top players when they play against AI. He does all the fighting that he would do if he was playing a real human opponent and trying to get them in as much pressure as possible, because he's trying to figure out like what he should expect of his opponents. Like how the AI parries this attack is going to be quite difficult, and it's important to know for when he plays against humans as well. So he's genuinely putting an attempt in to learn. That's why I like watching Shin Minjun in particular play against the AI. After this cut, then this White group over here looks very dangerous. Of course, Black is a little weak on the left side, so if White connects, I expect that to be Sente, and Black will have to answer almost certainly on the left side here to take care. And then after that, white is going to be figuring out how to run through the center here, how to use this center shape without killing himself on the bottom side, and how to save his stones. It's really quite difficult. I don't know what I would do if I were white here. Goes for the push once first. That denies black the chance to come back and live that group. So that means it's preparing some counterattack in the center at the moment. Let me skip this. This song. We'll go to the next one. Okay, white chose to turn here. Interesting. I was thinking it would be like attach across, but I wasn't sure how it was going to work. This turn can potentially be sharper for liberties than attaching across, so it can make it maybe work here. Is black really gonna lose these liberty races? It's like that's what white is saying, but it's so hard to believe. Black turns. He could have turned or Hane just now. If he would Hane, he would have had to fix it like this on the outside, otherwise the cut would be really serious. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be acceptable. Then, after fixing it, then white would get to play this move to connect. And white would have 1, 2, 3 outside liberties, this shape and this, against black having only the 2 outside liberties in his shape here. And so I'm pretty sure that white would have won that fight. So that's why instead black plays this one, and white can play this. If black connects, then white can push here. Black blocks, and then white can play here. White would only have 1 outside liberty that time. Oh, well, white would have the same 1 outside liberty, so white just loses this outside liberty in that case. So the capture race situation should be better for black in this variation. Should be. If black still loses, it's just it's a menace. It's a disgrace. How could it possibly happen? But it seems like black might still be in trouble in this capture race here. It's quite difficult to take the outside white liberties, and quite easy to take the black liberties when I read it. So here comes the I move. This move is extremely important. If black could play there, then black could start filling the liberties quite easily and force white to fill in inside here. That's a really big deal because white would waste the move and lose the liberty. And at the same time here, when white makes this I, black is going to have a difficult time approaching at some point. White can play this like turn later. Currently, white will do this. But at some point, black is going to have to spend an approach move on the first line to fill a liberty, which is an approach in order to capture with the eye. So here I expect white to play this move, and then it seems like this is going to be a ko if black wants it to be. Wow, white played peep at this timing. I wonder what the meaning is. Like, if black just answers on the outside, does white ever gain anything from that? What does white gain from that? This is unexpectable because, like, you can look at it, but you would just think that black can answer and nothing would happen. Why does white think something will happen here? Is white really going to take away his own liberty just for this Hane? It seems like that's a bad exchange, right? But maybe somehow this Hane is 5. Oh, after Oh, after this, if black blocks here, white will Hane first. Then if black would like fill in the liberty himself, white could even try this in here or something. No, that doesn't make sense. Black would just fill in this liberty himself. It doesn't look like it's right to me. I think that white is... But Shin Minjun believed it. This move is the passive response because when the endgame is played over here, it will be much easier for white to handle. When black doesn't have already a stone here, it's sort of affecting it. So this also, it doesn't help restrict these 3 stones or anything. And white still went for this Hane right away, thinking that the Hane and cut here is very scary, which it kind of is. Even Hane and squeeze here first would just directly capture stones right now. So if black answers, is black just immediately dead? I think black answering would just immediately die. Crazy. Black maybe needs to answer here. But black has already lost something over here. Just due to not answering with the second line move. I'm pretty sure that the second line move is much better. I think this is going on Telesumego, not Telegraph Go. I just wasn't in the mood to do full Telegraph Go thing. Not enough mental energy. Also not enough good music. I need to get like the proper good music going. Thinking like No, let's just start this from the beginning. What just happened is black played on the outside to fill a liberty, believing that he could get away with that, and then get away with this. So like he's saying, I gained already by the thickness in the center and taking away your liberty. So you can gain over here. But this is like an insane amount to give up, isn't it? Like he's just answering. Wow. And white is being an absolute stickler about it as well. White is saying that, hey, I can capture this, you know? Wow, 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 wow. It's going to be quite difficult for black, because if black plays this a diagonal, which looks like the proper move, threatening to connect back, blocking this, well, when white descends, it does not block the connection. So black would need to spend another move actually blocking that, at which point white can just run out. And white will not be in trouble here. White will only be in trouble here. And if black is really going to try to chase this white group, I mean, this stone is already mispositioned. I mean, it's obvious that Shin Minjun knows he messed up already, to some extent. Because this can't be what he was planning. The question that I have is, like, what variation did he read and misread? You can never know when you're not the player yourself, you know? So here he comes. He cannot play there, so he's going to play a move to try to directly capture this white group. Apparently it's the correct move. When the AI responds immediately, it's because it had already spent all the time when Shin Minjun was thinking, reading on its own like what black's best move was. And so apparently this was the best move, so black, he found it. And now, after this move, white can expect black capture. Otherwise, and yeah, after black capture, white would play here, and it would be a capture race. And if black connects, white could do this one. It seems like this white will not die. And if this white does not die, then the game is over. So black just resigned. Interesting game. Short video. What happened was Shin Minjun being very fierce, very, very fierce, putting white in most pressure possible, and white played here. And this is the critical winning move that white had completely read out, that this capture race is actually so much stronger than it looks from afar. And then afterwards, this move, second winning move, combining with the first line Hane, basically white respected way more than I did the first line Hane, potentially gaining liberties. And in doing so, he successfully harassed Shin Minjun into just like giving up the entire game, to be honest. I mean, it's like, it just looks atrocious. I think that it's mostly the way the game looks that made Shin Minjun resign, beyond even just the actual effect of it. It just looks very embarrassing. Interesting game. Let me load this up into AI, and we'll look at it real quick. Ask Katago what it thinks of FineArt's play. Sometimes Katago thinks FineArt made mistakes, and then you let it run a little longer, and Katago goes, never mind, FineArt did good. And sometimes the other way around. Sometimes Katago sees FineArt's mistake, and it really does seem like FineArt made a mistake. But okay. Game went like this. If anything was complainable, it was, let's see, at some point around here. I don't really see. Katago agrees with what Shin Minjun was doing for the most part. Maybe this one, but you can't really argue with more points than the other variation. Maybe this one. Katago wouldn't even bother to exchange. But okay, that was not so bad. And here, I thought that this Joseki is known to be decent for white. So yeah, this black move is not correct. It should be here. Interesting. Yeah, my understanding was that this is just so annoying and that black has bad shape now. Apparently that's only slightly true. I thought it was more true than this. I thought it was like a couple points, but this is only like 1 point or something. It is 2 points from here. It's now 14 instead of 16. And then these exchanges were made. These are just some exchanges that may or may not be good. And then this move, very sharp, very harsh. My Katago is very impressed with Shin Minjun here. But then at this moment is very unimpressed with this idea. It's so aggressive, and this one is so aggressive too. But Katago thinks the game is already lost, basically. It thinks that already black is in so much trouble because of the way that these capture shenanigans work. It's just like black is not favored. And here, I thought this one is definitely better. And here, yeah. I was just gonna do this, apparently throw in. But yeah, this is my reading. It's this far. And white kills. And it's just gonna be some long ko, I guess. Yeah, long ko. Very annoying to fight a long ko with this kind of ugly shape on the other side. By very annoying, I mean actually dead lost already. So black did some other thing which is also dead lost by connecting here. Yeah, you just can't play the game as black, so it's over. At this point, black has no way to win. Like, well, you can just connect here and can connect. So if black would cut this, then white could run, but white would actually kill this side apparently. and black can't like target the this side because it's gonna die first. And white can even probably win the race against this by capturing this first. Is that what the meaning? Anyway. AI is just tiling over there. So the main point is, at this moment on the outside here, when Shin Minjun was applying so much pressure, it was wrong. In fact, this kind of exchange, where we're just asking white to extend here, that could have given white serious pressure now, because the cuts are very serious if you're actually so strong. So that's why this push is good, is that It makes this stuff like really, really powerful, and then obviously there's a second threat. So if white sort of casually defends, then black could go here, and you can imagine black having a totally fine position. This attach, then, just barely strong enough to hold white together, and Shin Minjun didn't believe it. And I didn't believe it either, and then AI showed us. This is the type of capture race that the AI can obviously evaluate much better than us, just because of the way that it works, like fundamentally under the box. It's reading 14,000 variations here, so it can read all the way to the end of the capture race in each variation, and then easily evaluate. For us, we have to evaluate from the start, and then read a bit and evaluate again, but we can't like read many times over and evaluate many times over. Otherwise, we'd be just as confident as the AI. But because of the way that AI works, it lets it traverse trees so easily, and then also make judgments within those trees much more easily than we as humans can. Like, the ability of AI to make judgments 20 moves down variations is, in my opinion, its like greatest strength against us humans. Our judgment ability, like visually, is not that much worse, and our judgment ability, our reading ability to get down the variations is not that much worse. But the judgment ability down all the variations is much worse. It's anyway, cool to see. I like that they play these games publicly available, and maybe I'll record another one for Telegraph Code properly someday. See you then.